Hello, this was not going to be the topic of my next video, but it's something I've been thinking about a good bit. There's a problem with anything digital related, but that we don't really own our media anymore. You've probably heard several people say that already. I don't care much about complete ownership of my video games or movies or music. I'm perfectly happy paying subscriptions for music or movies. Video games, I am not worried about losing when it comes to Steam. Maybe I should be, but it doesn't bother me. However, what is bothering me is not owning a Bible. Well, yes, you own your paper Bibles, but books wear out over time. I'm sure you've seen someone with a well-loved Bible that is absolutely destroyed. Of course, you could say buy a new one, but what if you can't? Many Christians worry about the day someone is going to step in and say you can't have a Bible anymore. It happens in the world currently, and it happened generation after generation in our past. You could do what our ancestors did before the printing press and hand copy your Bible, just write it out. But we live in a digital age. What options are there? Many Christians use the YouVersion Bible app or some similar alternative like Life Bible, things like that. You don't own any of that. The company could shut down tomorrow. Once the servers are down, no more digital Bible. What now? What if paper Bibles are inaccessible? Let's talk about that scenario where, in any case, we should more than ever be sharing Bibles as local downloads over the internet. But that doesn't seem to be happening on a wide scale. Just like with every other form of media, like I mentioned, what can we do? Well, if you go to ebible.org, you'll find a ton of free Bibles. There are problems, however. These are public domain Bibles. The majority of them are very out of date, either on scholarship or translation. The notable exceptions are the Berean Standard Bible and the New English Translation. Neither are very popular. I haven't used the Berean a lot myself, but I've heard good things. The Net Bible is great, and the footnotes are the best in any translation, period. I was going to check if the Net Bible on ebible.org has footnotes, but I can't currently access the website for some reason. The Net Bible EPUB file that is offered by the publisher for free has no notes for sure. Another publisher that offers a completely free EPUB is Crossway in the ESV. Another option would be Step Bible for a local Bible study software. It is a Bible study website, but you can download it as a local program. And usually when that happens, the Bibles you can download are pretty limited. But from what I can tell, it has more than their website version, so I recommend that. Bible Time is another alternative, and I'm currently use Xiphos? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But it has an Xiphos. So for mobile devices, an EPUB would probably be best. Then a Bible study software for your computer. I don't want to say these will last forever. Your computer could die. File standards could change. So maybe something like a PDF or an EPUB would be good to back up on your computer as well. EPUB has been around since 2007. The flagship translation of ebible.org that I mentioned earlier is the World English Bible. And I'm going to explain the problem here. It's a fine translation, and if you already use the King James Version or the New King James Version as your main Bible, the World English Bible uses a similar text type that is much better. I don't want this video to turn into a video about text types. However, the King James Version and the New King James Version both use the Textus Receptus, and from now on I'm just going to say KJV for both the Old version and the New King James. The TR, or Textus Receptus, was a Greek text put together in the 1500s by 15 manuscripts at most. The Byzantine text represents the majority of all manuscripts. So 15 late manuscripts, by the law of averages, ends up looking a lot like the Byzantine text. The World English Bible is based on the Byzantine text. In the case, the compiled Byzantine text, compiled by Maurice Robertson, is a version of the text form that is a good representation of the majority. This makes it basically a KJV successor with a better text. As of now, I think the better text is the critical text, or the best text. I would say the critical text. Maybe I will discuss this further in another video, but for now I'm on that camp. I have hopped back and forth before, When you're coming to smart people and scholars and things like that, you hear they both have good arguments, It can sway you one way or another. My current local setup is Exifos, like I mentioned earlier. On my computer, I have Parallel with the English Standard Version, the World English Bible, and the Net. I might have used a commentary. My baby's crying. I'm going to pick him up and hold him. I'm just going to repeat some of the script here and then, yeah. Alright. Maybe I'll discuss this further in another video, but for now, I'm on that camp. My current local setup is Exifos on my computer, Parallel with the ESV, the World English Bible, and the New English Translation. I also have the Net Bible's full notes up it has a commentary module for that. So, as far as commentary, like actual commentaries go, when I was using Step Bible, they kind of crowded the screen. So it's a lot better of a setup on Exifos or a similar Bible study software. That's my baby. Yeah. Yeah, but I haven't even been using commentary or anything like that right now. I have before, but anyway, that's about it. Have a blessed day. We should own our Bibles, not tied down to some company on some server. That's all. That's about all I got. Thank you.